We are heading to Kamtonga now for the first mass in the outstation called Mkengerenyi. We travel distances through the sisal farm on this dirt road. They are commonly called feeder roads over here. When it rains, it's terrible. The roads are impassable. We don't have good roads. We have to use the sisal farm road, which is restricted and limited, even with the buses and heavy trucks carrying heavy stuff, because the bridges are not strong enough. Here on the sisal farm, on residential basis here, not more than 5 of course, but they are part of our faithful. The journey begins. Father Jacob, the Assumptionist, since 2022. My first arrival was here, and I was allowed to pass through the sisal farm to access Mkengerenyi, the first outstation where I started doing my short report concerning the mission in the Archdiocese of Mombasa. Now today, we are in 2024, and there is a lot of progress, but I'm back to the roots again. I'm going for Mass. And as you can see, the sisters there who have just accompanied us, they are ahead of us, just to come and see what about Kamtonga. Okay? So we are walking there to see the Christians and to have Mass. Then I will proceed to Kamtonga, where I will have the 11 o'clock Mass. Yeah, thank you, and I feel most welcome for this new mission, where the souls of people that are under threat because of health problems, poor access to roads, they have no education in the area, and maybe our presence will give hope to them. God bless you. That's our toilet. That's the toilet we use. But we are trying to put up a new one, at least, but this is what we have been using all these years. Now at least we are hoping I'm working on a new one somehow. So this is Mkengerenyi, the outstation. All of this, it has been bushy, but it's now coming up into something because of the Catholic faith. So I'm going to dress up for Welcome to St. James Catholic Parish, Kamtonga, in the Archdiocese of Mombasa. I'm Father Jacob Barasa, the parish priest of this new mission, and also the local superior of the mission. I'm here to register my sincere thanks to all of you, my good friends, people of goodwill, friends far and wide, for your global support and concern, and especially your prayers. Many times when I talk to you, when I send you photos, when I discuss with you, it is majorly because of what you can see behind. This is the Father's house. We've done the plastering, we are doing keying, and like yesterday we had started doing the floor. We are putting the red oxide floor. We hope that in future we will get the tiles and put in the rooms. This is the day, 28th of July, that was scheduled to open this parish officially, but we haven't done much. We are yet to finish the Father's house. The appeal continues that if we finish it maybe before the end of September, we need to have inaugurated the parish officially. And therefore, as I register my thanks to all of you, is to assure you that we shall continue praying for you and keeping you in our prayers. What we need at the moment, this area, is that we can finish the Father's house. Where we are almost more than 4 million, more than 40 US dollars. And it all is because of the generosity of all of you, and without mentioning, individually, globally, locally, all that you are doing. We also have over there, we have our parish office that it's underway. We stopped it because we are yet to put the windows, we are yet to put the staff, we have the computer room, and we also have the office for the parish priest, we also have for the assistant parish priest, and we also have where the servant quarters will be. All these will rely on our generosity. This place is typically poor. It is in the mines, and most of the people rely on digging, looking for minerals, something that is actually like gambling, like trying. If it works, it works. Many people have died. When we came here, we lost our catechist, who was swallowed up by the floods, the landslide, and now we are picking up. The population of this area, remember that it is surrounded by the ranches, it is surrounded by the Savo West National Park. So the invasion of elephants, the place is forested, full of pythons and all that. And therefore, with lack of many schools, we have only one second school called Manoa. And therefore, kids have to walk long distances to look for the school. It has contributed to the poverty of the area, poverty of the mind, that when you talk to people, the understanding is still very low. But the presence of this mission by the Assumptionists, we are hopeful that things are going to change. We are hopeful that the generation we have found now, the kids will go to school, their mentalities will change, the attitudes will change, their softwares will change, and their respect and honor to God will change. And therefore, the morality and the social life will also change, simply because we are dealing with the spirit and we are dealing with the body. People are not going to disappear in forests. They will not stop education in primary school just to go and look for minerals and whatever. People have tracts of land, but they don't have food because they still use old methods of farming. And with the floods, because it's a flood area, sometimes when they plant, they don't harvest. Poor timing and so forth. We still have a long way to go. And therefore, I really appreciate that the mission is building up. Once we are done with the Father's house, we will concentrate on the Father's house over here, and which will cost us something like 100,000 US dollars. That is it's a church that will accommodate everybody, that will serve the area, that will serve the mission, but slowly by slowly, pas a pas. And therefore, it's still my appeal that as we started well, this first impression counts, and I will still count on you locally, here over here in Kenya, in our parishes, the Assumption parishes, St. Paul Catholic in Newburn, and St. Paul Catholic in Havelock, St. Mildred in Swansea, and all friends of goodwill, priests, all my colleagues, classmates, all whatever you give, the tokens will add up to figures. And we hope that the Christian faith will grow, the catechumens number will grow, and as we open this church in future, I'm hopeful that we will be baptizing more kids. Many will be confirmed by the Archbishop, and the faith will have changed. I want to say thank you and thank you a million times. And whenever I come, whenever I chat with you, whenever I visit you, just know that this is your son, this is your brother, this is your colleague, Father Jacob. And on behalf of our congregation, the Augustinians of the Assumption here in Kenya, and particularly in the Archdiocese of Mombasa, also on behalf of the Archbishop of Mombasa, His Lordship Bishop Musonde Kivuva, I want to say thank you and thank you and thank you. May God bless you. In the name of the Father and of the Son. Over here we have the borehole which was drilled by Whole Cross Foundation and the Archdiocese of Mombasa. When I arrived the previous week, they had drilled water. This water is full of salt. It's very salty, highly salty, that sometimes we are told with the results that it's not very good for consumption. Therefore, it needs, it has a bad odor, it needs cleaning, it needs purification, and we need a machine that can purify this water. From sourcing around, it will cost something like $12,000 to have a machine. In addition, we have only one tank, and the community relies on this water. Sometimes because of the elephants, they can pop in anytime, they pull, so because of the steel, it's preferred that I put up the concrete water tower. That concrete water tower will cost us, and we need like more tanks of 10,000 liters so that we can reserve more water for the fathers to use for the garden because of dry land, for cleaning, and also for supplying to the community around here. And therefore, you can imagine we need all this, and the future depends on us, because our presence here, the presence of the Catholic Church, the presence of the Assumptions, the presence of the faithful here is the future of the community to change and to develop. Thank you so much. Ubariki familia zao, ubariki kazi zao, ili mgodi huu unapokuwa na ufanisi, wao pia waweze kuboresha maisha yao na uwape ufanisi huu kwa baraka ambazo tunazileta kwa nguvu ya kanisa leo. Baba, pale popote wanaishi, kazi wanazofanya, watoto wanaosoma, wapatana na shule, familia zao waweze kuboresha. Basi hii wale washukie kwa jina la Baba na la Mwana na mbarikiwe na hata familia zetu pale popote mlipo. This place is really invaded by pythons, big snakes. I've never seen such snakes in my life, and I happened to kill one last year. It was just crossing, looking for sunshine, and the life of people here are really threatened because of that. You find goats being killed by those pythons, human beings stung by the pythons, and they die because hospitals are very far to access. So that's the most dangerous thing, that apart from the elephants, but the snakes are just too many because of this huge farm.